Why did you?
Your friend over here who lives at the address.
I'm not Alec Jones.
Okay, so what won't they get?
A lot of shit.
You're about to fucking find out.
See,
It's like the first scene is the main thing.
oh wait, we should tell you. We
should
should tell you this game picks up directly after the end, around the end of season 3.
Okay.
The Red Wedding.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Big people kill dad thing. Death.
So this game series is adopted choices you make.
The Lannister.
game adapts to how you play.
So it's a Telltale game.
For thousands of years, House Forrester have been loyal bannermen to House Stark.
The
In the
Lannisters
darkest
submit
reaches of the
ours.
Wolfswood, they harvest the rare ironwood trees. Now the North has been ripped apart by war, and rival houses seek to claim Forrester ironwood for themselves. And the fate of House Forrester hangs in the balance.
So ironwood trees, I'm going to assume, are really strong bark.
Yes.
Yeah, only they know the secret to actually really get that shit going.
Two weddings brought on by beheadings, get all in happily. The great Jaime Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Old Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Old Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on. It's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You? You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next, he'll tell us he caught Tyrion, too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on.
You do it.
You're his squire. It's your job, not mine.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Okay, it's the head dude. We already know what's gonna happen to the head dude.
To Robb Stark, the king in the north!
The king in
the north! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye! Death to the Lannisters!
Aye! Iron from ice!
Aye!
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done. You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off. For now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight, and I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged. Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on. I'll make it up to you.
Do it yourself.
I've been a squire longer than you, which means I outrank you.
So, he told you, not me.
Go with Bowen.
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once.
Oh, shut up, Bowen.
See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Just shut your mouth.
It's the truth. It's not like I'm making it up. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding.
Not me.
What?
Tomorrow I ride with Roderick and Lord Forrester.
Sir Garrett the fucking Great. Unbelievable. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd be getting promoted too.
Who my uncle is, that's nothing to do with it.
He's got Lord Forrester's ear, doesn't he? I'm sure it didn't hurt.
How much further?
It's right over there. Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong? What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine.
We need to get back. Now.
Fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
Take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
We have to warn the others.
Good luck. Oh!
die.
Oh.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Find a weapon, quickly!
You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time. Seven hells.
We run, and they'll hunt us down like dogs.
All the Frey says time. Don't run!
Yeah, there's 2%, 5%, 10%, 15%.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs.
Like I said, this shit
There's no time to waste.
The sword, Garrett. Take it.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
The sword, Garrett. Take it.
You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
I won't leave you, my lord.
And you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
Tell only the Castellan.
Hey, it's those foresters.
Now go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters. With love from Lord of Frey.
And also, it's where noble houses just kind of dump their bastard sons on. There's obviously keep theirs across the wall out.
Right.
They're like an hour long each of them.
1 hour?
Yeah, they're like
Some are a little longer than that. Oh no.
the big problem with this game is you look around and none of the stuff you can look at. Like look at Dead Pig. Well, I can say something, but Dead Pig has no purpose. It's just a dead pig.
Like a lot of other Telltale games, there's like lots of shit. Like if that game, or Batman.
Or Batman.
Or Batman. Which honestly, I think I would really more like stuff like Batman. Either like certain characters. Yeah.
I still haven't finished it yet. I still haven't finished it yet.
I like that. That's awesome.
I love the Wolf Among Us stuff.
Yeah.
There's
That's
also
Father's
guys
cut.
Trying to tell who the fables are or what stories they came from.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
I'll probably get it.
Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Just because I got finished out.
That's big.
Will I kill the war god?
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so? You can try if you like, and then we'll feed you to the pigs.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
That even worse bull.
No.
Right? That's even a bull than half.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Perfect. Hey, come on.
Aye. You'll have it.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic. You really are a pig farmer.
He's dead. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't feel like dodging that last one.
I don't feel like it. You know what?
You know what? I'm tired.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me.
I do too.
I have no quarrel with you. No, please.
Lord Whitefield will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Britain is under Lord Whitefield. Whitefield are practically you'll be very much dealing with the Whitefield.
Father?
Garrett,
killed my father.
you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Oh.
I tried to stop them.
I think Mom died a while ago.
No, right, Mom died of that. Oh, wait. What about my sister? Garrett, there's some more I have to tell you, guys.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Garrett, you must know who your real father is.
Which means, Garrett, you have to take the Boltons down if you want to kill the man who did it.
But there's this great SMBC comic that's like, now that I'm dying, you must go steal my sword. Wait. No, I'm getting better. Yep. No, just a cold. Alright,
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Destinies to
Close the gate. What do you have to defend the sword? Open the gate a little.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
That's okay, we have maggots and leeches.
Oh, that's right, they did use that.
We got apparently that yeah, we
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what?
they eat the dead part.
My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
You have my condolences.
Later on, they would have been like,
Thank you,
no,
mister.
it's bad.
See, the problem is Ned's starting to do too much.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Yeah.
Your justice was swift.
He's like,
Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did indeed.
Oh, yeah,
You can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
yes.
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Except his parents were good looking, so he came out good looking. But mentally, it's very bad. Looks bad, Todd. That's Joffrey's mental state.
ow. Okay, I'll try one more time. No, ow. Progress, hold it open. No, ow, it hurts.
I'm sorry.
It really hurts.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, one more time. God. And my fingers are like bricks.
Also, I have not.
Oh, God.
I have not washed my hands in 3 weeks.
It's more like ever.
Ever, yeah.
Alright. Here.
I wipe my ass with my left hand.
Oh, God. Okay, just drop them in when it's open. Alright,
You know what?
3,
I'll do it.
3, 2, 1. Drop them in. Oh, God, can't open longer than that. Alright,
You know what? Drink some of this fucking whiskey. Alright. Just down in the leg.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son, Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
The wildlings. Which
He
are
said,
people who literally
the North Grove could never be
do
lost.
not want to be under the monarchy that Westeros.
The North Grove. Interesting.
They're nomadic.
Perhaps it's more than just a myth. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
You tell you anything. Yeah, it's up in the North Grove. North Grove, you heard of the North Grove? North Grove?
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Deal with him.
Oh my god.
It's disgusting.
Oh god, you feel them. The bucket.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
No.
Yes.
I guess. I guess.
I guess you think they are?
Sticky healers. Hey, I was gonna use
This might help.
Eat those. Hey, are you gonna eat those?
So what's this stuff? Milk coffee? Is that opiates?
Yep.
It's the opiate. So just poppies.
Let's back out of this. Look at this
Happy.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
He's got some ass on him.
Alright, here's the family
That's
members.
just this walking sprite I gave him.
You got Asher, Talia and Ethan,
They're twins.
Vera, Lady Forrester, Ryan, Lord Forrester, and Roderick.
So Roderick's dead.
Roderick's fucking
And
dead.
so is Lord Forrester.
So is Lord Forrester. There's
I may be mistaken.
Dang it.
You do seem able to put weight on it.
Look at it.
God damn.
One day.
No, it's like Sun and Moon where he'd sit in Guzma's chair and the grunt just comes by. She's like, "What? You're not the boss, man."
I am now.
No, he says,
let's
"I am
show the
now."
sword too.
It's like
I
you're not.
beat Guzma.
It's like you're not the boss, man. I said, no, I am the boss, man.
Leave your head off.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Like that's the craziest thing about Game of Thrones. They're like, yeah.
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
1,000 years.
Like back before recorded history.
Yeah,
Which
well,
is
well, that's the
astounding.
thing. Well, especially
Does your leg feel weak?
because the first men
No.
didn't have writing.
I just wanted to ask you.
Maybe Andals did that.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Cowboys, the socks, the red socks.
It's like watching this clip of RuPaul's Drag Race Queens just telling each other, saying, "Y'all
So
can fight
sorry.
Anglo-Saxon."
Me too.
I said the next time I insult a white person.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
It's fucking daylight outside. It's not bedtime.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Candles. Oh shit, I gotta say
Whatever you can recall. No doubt he's tired, my lady. He said Lord Forrester was valiant to the end.
And what of Roderick? He was with you as well.
I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Roderick will certainly be missed.
Ned kept a big ass
He was House
secret,
Forrester's
that's why
best.
His wife pretty much treated Jon Snow as a contempt.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
Said he loved you.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
I see.
Doesn't matter now, he's dead.
You have the Forrester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people.
Here we go, we have
Your
Duncan
family.
now.
You can see everything that has ever taken place.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
I'm in.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land. You can't fault the boy for defending himself.
I don't. But they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument we cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
So we do have a Duncan.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
Let them come. I don't care.
They'd kill you and not think twice about it. It's not safe for you here, Garrett. There's only one place beyond the reach of the Boltons.
See, like, because
You're sending him to the wall.
See, like we said,
The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
Really make shit.
I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Fucking dynamite or some shit that ruins the tree. No, what's the name
That
of the
settles
house?
it.
The White Hills. The Barren Hills.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food, but we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
You can tell that to the Boltons when they come along, and they're like, hey, why would you work for the house with the Barren Hill as its sigil? You want them to farm for you.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given the chance. I would. God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll also tell you about the... You know what? Let's not tell him about the North Grove.
So who's this fucking guy called the Mountain?
In my heart,
Exactly what it,
I know I'll see you again.
Well, in the book, he's like 8 feet tall.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
Which causes like massive brain tumors and constant pain.
What?
Just takes it to milk of the poppy. And
What is it?
no, I don't got shit for you.
I ain't got shit to say.
If there's something you need to tell me, then say it.
Lord Forrester
He
wanted me
bites
to
the
tell you.
ring, right?
He said,
I think it's when they send
The North
I think it's
Grove
when they
can
send
never
people
be
to kill
lost.
themselves in the battle, they just send out the mountain.
No, that's trial by combat.
Yeah.
It's exploring the conflict and stuff like yeah,
Sorry,
kind of like
you caught me by surprise.
tall.
It's not often discussed, if ever.
he said, tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word.
Yeah, trial by combat. It's like
You haven't
can't
told
defeat
anyone
the
else,
mountain,
have you?
Which not many people do.
This is
Essentially,
important,
you're out to
Garrett.
go fight the mountain is a death
I told Maester Otengrin. And Lady Forrester.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears. I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information. Which is why, from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the Wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
I think the Hound doesn't really do much to her.
The Hound kidnaps her and takes her with him.
Iron from ice.
Iron
I can't remember too much from past season 3.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the Wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
Episode 2. That's where I stopped. I said, okay, I'm good.
We will see each other again.
But, yeah, Arya's the youngest girl, but she's older than, Bran. Bran and Rickon are the youngest two. Which I think Rickon is absolutely...
Garrett, wait!
While Robb was the eldest. John... Wait, okay, they're about the same. Well, remember, does Caitlyn Stark, Jon does not exist. Take it. You have to. Or she will give it to you.
So this is just fantasy England?
Yeah.
That's what Westeros is?
Yeah, kind of.
Also, a large part of the book takes place in fantasy Mongolia with the Mongol horde.
With Daenerys.
The Dothraki.
Yeah, that's where Daenerys is.
Alright, I'll take your fucking necklace. Jesus Christ.
Be safe.
Oh, come on. When God kills the camp, he throws the family sword through the gate.
Ethan?
Yep.
Ethan!
Ethan Forrester, the new lord of the house.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He's a broken man, an outlaw. More or less.
He hides too well. And if he was
Except
smart,
that
he would reveal
disagrees.
himself.
I don't like this game
More
anymore.
less than more. There are many sorts
Maybe
of outlaws,
something happened
just
to
as
him.
There are many sorts
Ethan's
of birds.
fine.
A sandpiper
He's just
and a
forgotten
sea
this is
will
a
both
game.
have wings, but they are
I
not the
win.
same. The singers love to
Congratulations,
sing
your
of good
lordship.
men forced to go outside the law to fight some wicked lord. But
Don't
most
worry.
outlaws are more like
It's
this ravening
just a
hound
game,
than
Ryan.
They are the
Stupid
lightning lord.
game. I don't like
They are
it.
evil men, driven by
He was
greed,
worried you were
soured by
gone.
malice,
I thought we'd never
despising the
find you
gods and
again.
caring only for
I'm
themselves.
right here.
Broken men
And
are
I
more
promise,
deserving of our pity,
I'm not going
though
anywhere.
they may be just as dangerous.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher.
Almost all are common-born, simple folk who had
Roderick.
never been more
I
than a
do
mile
too.
from the house
But
they were
Mira's
born
in
until
King's
the day some
Landing, and-
lord
Won't she
came
come
to
home?
take them off to war.
I don't want her
Poorly
to die
shod and
too.
poorly clad, they march away
Ryan,
beneath
she's
his banners,
perfectly
oftentimes
safe,
with
I
no better
promise
arms than a
you.
sickle or sharpened hoe.
I
Or a
don't
maul
want
they
Garrett to
made
die
themselves
either.
by lashing a stone
Maester
to a
Ortangren
stick
said
with strips
he
of
got
hide.
sent to the wall.
Rock on stick.
I'll miss Garrett.
Brothers march with
He was
brothers,
nice.
sons with
Garrett is
fathers,
strong.
friends with
He can
friends.
take care of himself.
They've heard the songs and stories, so they go
No
off
one
with
will
eager
tell me
hearts,
what Garrett
dreaming of
did,
the
but it
wonders
must
they
have
will
been
see,
serious.
the wealth and glory they
I
will
heard
win.
Duncan and Sir
War
Royland
seems a fine
talking.
adventure,
They said
greatest
someone will
most of
come
them
here
will
looking
ever
for
know.
revenge.
Then they get a taste
Everyone's
of
worried
battle.
about you, but I'm
For
not.
some,
I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
for
Well,
some, that one taste
Sir
is
Royland,
enough to
for
break
one.
them. Others
He
go
says
on
you
for
can't fight
years
very
until
well.
they lose
What?
count of all the battles they have fought in.
And
But even a
he
man who
calls
has
you a
survived
milksop.
100 fights can break in his 101st. Brothers
Sir
watch their
Royland
brothers
forgets
die,
himself.
fathers lose their
He doesn't
sons,
know me,
friends see their
or what
friends
I'm
trying to
capable
hold
of.
their entrails
What does
in
milksop
after they've
mean?
been gutted by an
I
axe.
don't know.
They
But I
see
know
the
it's not
lords who
good.
led them there cut down,
Ethan,
and some
you
other
should let
lord
Sir
shouts
Royland
that
teach
they
you how
are
to
his
wield
now.
a sword.
They take
like,
a wound, and
like
when
a
that still
man.
half healed, they take
He
another.
taught Roderick
There is
and
never enough to
Asher,
eat,
and
their
he even
shoes
showed
fall to
me how to
pieces from
fight.
the marching,
Properly,
their
I
clothes
mean.
are torn and
A lord
rotting,
should
and
know
half
how
of
to
them are
fight.
shitting in their breeches from drinking bad water.
Man, war sucks.
If they want new boots or a
Do you
warmer
remember when we were
clothing
younger?
or maybe a
When we
rusted
all used to
iron
play
help
here?
helm,
You,
they
me,
need to take
Roderick,
them from a corpse,
Asher.
and before long they
We'd
are
all be
stealing
out here
from
for
living
hours.
too, from the small folk whose lands they're fighting
Where was
in.
I?
Men
You
very
weren't
like
born
the men
yet.
they used to be. They
It's
slaughter
so
their
much
sheep
fun.
and steal their chickens,
Then,
and from there it's just a
well,
short
then
step to
everything
carrying off their
changed.
daughters too.
Roderick became so serious.
And one
the
day they
Lord
look
in
around
training.
and realize all their
He never
friends and kin are
smiled
gone,
anymore.
that they are fighting
Asher-
beside strangers
Asher just
beneath
got
a banner
angry
that they hardly
at
recognize.
everything.
They don't know where they are or how to get
Promise
back
me
home,
you won't
and
be
the
like
Lord
that.
they're fighting
Please,
for does not know
just
their
be
names.
you.
Yet here he
I
comes,
like you the way you are.
shouting for them to form up, to make a line with their
I know a
spears
lord
and
has many
scythes and sharpened
responsibilities,
hoes to stand their
but you
ground.
don't need to be like
And the
them.
knights come down on them,
want to get angry,
faceless men clad all
but I
in
may
steel,
have to.
and the iron thunder
Father
of their
did
charge
sometimes.
seems to fill the world.
But you're nice.
And the man
Everybody
breaks.
says that about
He
you.
turns and runs, or crawls off afterward over the corpses of the slain, or
since
steals
you're the
away
new
in the
lord,
black of night, and he
you
finds
can do
someplace to
anything
hide.
you want.
I
All thought of
suppose.
home is gone by then.
Everyone
and
will have
kings
to do
and
as you
lords
say.
and gods mean less to
So
him than a
I
haunch
could have
of
all the
spoiled
sweets I
meat
want.
that will let him live another day.
Only it was
or
that
a skin of
simple.
bad wine that might
It would be
drown his
nice if
fear
someone
for a
did
few
what I
hours.
wanted for once.
That's not how this
It's
works.
not how it works.
Well, that's how it should
The
work.
broken man lives
You
from
are
day
the
to
Lord.
day, from meal to meal, more beast than man. Lady Brienne is not wrong. In times like these, the traveler
Lord
must
Ethan,
beware of
you're
broken
needed
men
in the Great
and
Hall
fear
at
them,
once. Quickly,
but he should
on your
pity them
feet.
as well. Alright, that was fun. That was fun.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan?
Stop right there.
He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
My other brother died from the hate my friend for rape.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
You know what? Looking back, he was kind of a dick.
This
More of the
kid-
Nine Penny Kings.
This kid
I
has to
never
be
saw-
like 12.
I never saw a penny, nor did I see a king. Best time of my life. And it fucking rocks!
They tell
Go
Ethan,
back any day.
when they tell Ethan he's the new lord, and he's like, but I'm like 12.
The old horse dead, long live.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Is,
All right,
was.
let's go
It
talk
makes
to
no
Lord
difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Silence won't work this time. You are the lord of this house.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
Tell him to go away.
I'll throw him out the gate myself if you'd like.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men rule.
Go out there, guys, and have lost 2 games. The iron, did you pay the gold price or the iron price?
Look at this short
The gold
motherfucker.
price is paying for it, the iron price is just kill them and
Lord Ethan, is it?
Look at that short
My
motherfucker.
condolences for your father and brother.
create things, fucking kill people.
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Shut up.
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
How dare you?
I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. There's no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
We had no choice but to kill those trees. You notice, look at all the trees we have back there? Those are the same trees that have been living there.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Bring Roose Bolton.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
No politics anymore. No politics.
Mom, the short, fat
Lady
man is
Forrester.
being mean to me.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't given you bread and salt.
That lad may be lord of this house. But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
He will. Whitehill's our piece of shit. His daughter's very much less so.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper.
Actually,
A lesser man would have been rattled,
find out what's the
but
deal.
Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing
Send
at
a
once.
raven to Mira in King's Landing at once. Oh, here you go.
Your sister can help us.
Yep.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
The future queen, Natalie Dormer.
Oh,
She just looked at it. She didn't say anything. Open it. Okay, there's a coin in there. There's a letter. Your son's scared. Say something, please.
She will. You just gotta look at your shit first.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Her older brother Asher, yeah, he's an angry one.
The Al-Andalus. The
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me. Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
China analog that goes through its own... Okay, so in Game of Thrones, they go through the Long Night, which is like the last time the others came along, and it led to an infinite winter of infinite darkness. Yes, that's bad.
That's why when they say winter is coming.
With the Golden God Emperor of Mankind, who went through their own version of the Long Night.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, the God Emperor
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
The guy riding on their zebras. This is far east.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Oh, look, yeah. Shy by the Shadow. It's this entire city. Okay, so yeah, in Game of Thrones,
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
No one built those. No one in living memory.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
But has a way of replenishing itself so it doesn't get sublimated back.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Here's before it was the Red Keep. Back when it was just a settler town.
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come. There's something we must discuss.
I like those backwards dresses they got.
Yeah, good. Baylor won.
And they had no bras.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
You're about to meet the Queen.
The dwarf. Just
the Queen Regent.
Oh, is this like...
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Like, you got wine moms, but she's just a bad mom who happens to drink.
Good luck.
Thinking emoji.
Who apparently banged her fucking mother and made that kid. Was it consensual?
For the most part, yeah.
What?
You can do this.
Yeah.
Which kids? Whose kids?
Cersei and Jaime's.
Oh yeah. They're fucking. They
banged.
Well, they love each other, but Cersei's a narcissist and only loves herself, and she loves Jaime because Jaime
And
looks
they're
exactly
twins.
like her. They're twins. Yeah. What happened to-
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Peter Lannister.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I mean, like, fuck you, Queen. The twins, Seaguard, Abraham.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
Oh yeah.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
That's why she was pleased.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They're not a house of traitors. You just killed the man because
Yes, Your Grace.
he was about to tell your
They
husband.
are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you, if you have any loyalty at all.
Right here's got blonde hair.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yet these three kids are all
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
They're not his kids.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Legitimate to the throne. So that's why they killed him, because he knew too much.
Well,
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Doesn't even look at the cups.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
It is not her place to say, Your Grace.
The girl must have an opinion on the matter.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants, which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
And everyone's like, yeah, he killed the king. How do you know? It loudly in public talked multiple times about killing the king.
I'll walk you out.
And then Tyrion's like, maybe I shouldn't...
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Forgive me for saying it, but the Boltons have no honor.
Roose Bolton has many unique qualities. Honor is not one of them. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your... Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
If you repeat that, I wasn't listening to your advice. Probably saying something about, remember, listen and pay attention to everything and everyone around you. What was that? I wasn't listening.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back.
here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie can make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Who is that?
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You Northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter.
What's that supposed to mean, Sarah?
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
The Northerners are a proud people.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
That's her name. Yeah! Got it! There we go. It was gonna come to you soon.
I told her to stop, my lady.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
There's just nothing more tragic than
The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Also, you know her real name is... I forget what her fucking name is. Sarah? Oh. Sarah will remember that you
Go on.
kicked her out of the room for your private conversation.
Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
Oh, yeah.
That is no small request, especially now.
Because they flay you. That's what they do.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
Yes.
Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Sansa.
Oh, that's good. Well, his dog's killed.
Well, yeah, but if Sansa didn't lock him in there with his dog sleeping, so Sansa put that in motion.
It's one of those. Yeah. It's
Oh,
one of those
good, he's a
moments.
fucker.
Yeah, no, but it's one of those moments in the show that glorifies revenge and violence when, you know, the books are like entirely about not glorifying revenge and violence. How revenge and violence only lead to war and death.
7 elves.
It's like 200 miles to the wall.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Like the actual nobles are. They're like, yeah, we really want that.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen.
Hey!
Well,
just
God, I just want it in. Like, all right, Garrett died.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There.
They are.
Hear that?
They want that man.
I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
See, look, that's the sigil right there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna surrender to that. I'm gonna fight till I die.
Bloody hell.
What a human body looks like.
Just the look on his face is just like, oh.
But yeah, you would not fucking surrender that.
Lord Ethan,
You're gonna fight to the death.
as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership.
Their motto
But
is our blades.
300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
Which is a pretty badass motto, if you ask me.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
A lot of talls out
What
there.
did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
The good.
He was fair and wise.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new Lord.
There are
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Oh God, I have to give judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Miss.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks
true. I've a family to feed. And not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy. Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Give us justice!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall! Take his fingers, thief!
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
I, Ethan of House Forester, Lord of Ironrath, name you a thief.
Kill him!
The price for your crime is 3 of your fingers.
Help! Please, my lord! My lord, please!
It's only 3 of your fingers.
Please, no!
My lord, normally it is the Lord's duty to carry out the sentence. But I am willing to carry it out.
I will carry out the sentence.
This is injustice, my lord!
Do it. Come on. Do it. They said you carry out the judgment yourself as well, he stole from our weapons. We need that shit. He tried to leave. It's like, bro, can you at least die with some dignity?
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet our punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the Bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Dragonborn.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
The sheep village in the Dothraki land. So, in the Dothraki land, so another Khalasar is already there pillaging it. So another Khan? Yeah. And Drogo has to fight them, and he gets a wound on his nose fighting them, which becomes infected.
Infected nipple.
Yeah. And so it's
Sounds like a band name.
Whether you're gonna their like intentionally like you're gonna heal the man who just raped the people all around you. And so it's unclear if she poisoned him to death.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
Wasn't he supposed to have a son?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do they love each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both weird, like, loving romance thing. So in the show, the rapes are on their honeymoon. In the books, there's this actually, well, of course, in the book, she's like 13, so it's not really.
Swords up! You can't.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Even though she could never not consent, he waits for her.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
He's a barbarian warlord who knows exactly one word of her language. No. But it's like, he considers the consequences of the barbarian warlord who knows exactly one word and it's no. Then he just keeps like saying no until she's like, yes. It's weird. Read that scene. Does she learn the language? Yeah, she learns Dothraki.
She speaks Old Valyrian too.
Yeah.
So like,
I do Valyrian.
so does she become Genghis Khan?
You may sit.
Leader of Rome.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
I already know who I want my sentinel.
There was one man who stood above all others. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
So did she still build like an army to go?
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless! Lord Ethan has made his choice.
How's a hero going?
Yeah.
I will not disappoint you, my lord.
That's what I did in my first playthrough. Was I just liked
Now,
him better.
Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here.
Oh,
We've no
he's on
time
his
to
way.
waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Let Sir Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No. You chose your sentinel. He should speak on this.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy. can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! I know I can still count on Sir Royland as Master-at-Arms. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan. Your ignorance will be the end of us.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. You're likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
Your father would not approve, my lord.
Now, do it. Take me, fly.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have faithfully served this family for many years. I sent my own nephew to the wall to protect you. Just remember that. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy?
Oh yeah,
how he tormented you?
Yeah, in the show.
I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but...
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
And she has to impersonate like everyone in the kitchen to make these pies. Then she has to impersonate not only the people in the kitchen.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
show is it's Titus and Andromeda.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Let's glorify all the violence because that's what the public loves. Fucking violence.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this.
We're gonna make sure we
Know
take
that
a
you never
screenshot
stand
and
alone.
send this to us so
You
we
are a
can
Forrester.
compare
Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Well, this is why I want to hold it in place.
But, yeah, but let's give him court politics though.
I don't know, it's still not done. Oh, it's my turn, I guess. Lady Marjorie's chambers at the Red Keep at King's Landing. Oh.
I don't know. Do we might want to stop here? 'Cause my dad says he's on the way
He's on his way.
to come pick me up so I can go home.
We could also take Holden so that Holden will not take Rupert.
Yeah, I'll ask him. Because it's literally on the way. I told him, he's like, just go down Victory. We'll get on Truman.
Not that I want you to leave, but then you wouldn't have to pay for Rupert.
Yeah. So technically, the game's saved. We can stop here. And
Alright, bye.
and come back to what you call it, Mira.
Marjorie?
Here's where you can oh, no.
Oh.
I hope you stole the shit you wanted to steal.
Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know.
Write the letter for you. You can ask her to write the letter for you and then also like forge the letter and then she's like,
Thank you.
"They said there was two letters. What did they
I thought we were friends, Mira.
And I sent
When
Malcolm, we're
you
about to get our big
dismissed
brother
me
Asher
the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings.
Well, actually, Holden might have to.
We've known each other for
Let him be
years.
the brash, angry man.
It's a
you can
private
take the
matter.
less-
You shouldn't
the
take
boring
it personally.
Roderick.
Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us. Friends don't hold secrets from one another. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
Yeah.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him.
What can I do to make this better, my lady?
There's nothing you can do, Mira.
Please don't hold it against me.
Marjorie's lovely.
Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
Joffrey killed prostitutes. With like crossbows and shit.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
Doesn't do shit.
I'm sorry, my lady.
This kid's like fucking hero or whatever.
Yeah.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe
Her
then I'll be
pride
in a
and
better
joy,
position to
her
help you.
psychopathic child.
But for now,
She didn't
now
really do anything to
we must
discipline
both be
much.
cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Look, she doesn't really care much about her daughter Marcella too much. Not too much, because while she wanted to be ahead and gain her father's approval, she's still, you know, got that internalized misogyny
Milady.
going on. It can kind of sort of, like, she loves her daughter. But
Begging
she
your
still
pardon,
cares
milady.
less about her daughter.
I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can I trust you? There are spies everywhere in King's Landing.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who...
I mean, do what you want, but I know.
People who'd be willing to help you.
Like, yeah, as I said, like, spies everywhere. You don't know.
Spies everywhere.
face. Just like that.
No, see, you don't trust like that.
Oh, yeah, I don't look like that.
Where's Sir Royland? The man values pride more than honor. And without King's Landing, I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Something wrong with your gate?
Yeah, you. And don't open it ever again.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
Why the hurry? Are you cold?
You know, I am a bit. Fortunately, there's no shortage of wood to burn around here.
You'll come back.
Thank you, my lord.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsman.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed.
Oh! Shit, he's not impressed by you.
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
No.
Given enough time, we could...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
Our family could learn. It's like, I don't need you to learn.
Which makes everything else in this bullshit. It's when he asks, like, hey, can you actually make things from ironwood?
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
How many ships can you have for us, House Forrester? We'll be on tomorrow. well, you're right.
I will play you myself. Yes, play them.
Ramsay doing on shit diplomatic mission to House Forrester.
Dad, if you could hold off just until I finish this part right here. I think I can speed this up.
Let's speed this up a little bit.
Look at that. More Forrester.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Ramsay Bolton. Sorry, I mean Ramsay Snow.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect he'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One bolt.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone.
Wait for it.
The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Foresters have been tending Ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
But now those hills are bare.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
We'll bar the gates.
Too late for that.
Yes, they already speak 2 dialects of English.
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester.
He's like,
You're not
I've got plenty of sons to spare.
Are
This
you?
is son number 4.
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twin. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother.
The third one goes to the church.
That's what I do in Crusader Kings.
I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Leave my sister alone.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well. I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ethan! No!
What have you done?
No!
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No! No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually. I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your boy.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
No!
please.
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Ryan, please!
Stop it!
Remember Ryan! Do something!
My son. The Starks out in fights. So Bolton men and men loyal to the Boltons are the only armies left in the north for a long while.
Your story has begun.
Should be like next time on Game of Thrones.
Dragon Ball Z.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my
As
lady.
Ethan said, you guys had
Are you prepared for what might happen?
and you fucked it up.
Also, the game never explores the line where they're like, it was taken from us, so we had to harvest what was left. Wow. Okay, I left Bowen behind. Holden swore loyalty to the king. Only 16% took his fingers. You picked Duncan as Sentinel, and you met Ramsay at the gate. I made one of those decisions.
Okay, so I'm pissed off now. Because that's bullshit.
Well, he's basically the warden of the North is the king appointed ruler of the land.
Right.
So the warden of the North makes any law in the land as long as that law is not countermanded by the king. So the only way, so you can't just kill him because then you killed the guy who decides who dies.
Right.
So the only way to fix this would be to apply for law above the king, and your family just sided with the losing side in the rebellion. So your family's not on good terms with the king. That's what that whole thing about having to pledge loyalty is.
Right.
Yeah, you're a member of how shit of rebellion fail.
Right.
Did we stop?
No.
Oh, why didn't we stop?
Because you were still explaining things.
Okay, well, let's just start playing some Mass Effect then.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
Well,
boy.
you can start playing some Mass Effect.
Okay, let's set these broadcast settings